Okay, got this fitting cracked here. Got the spark plugs out, and I've been pumping it for about 3 or 4 minutes here, waiting for the oil to come out. And I think it's just starting to come out now. Ow, fuck. Elbow. You can see it's getting wet here, eh? Piss me off here. No real way to deal without that freaking thing blowing out of the way. Come on. It's coming out. I'll go over to the other side now. I just got the, this is the safety spring that goes in the brake. That didn't come stock. And if you don't have that in there, this pedal can fall down and go flying over the handlebars. So they sent me two springs. I ordered two, dummy me, I wasted more money. But I put this spring in that's straight across. It isn't bent as much as this one. And the pedal drooped down a little bit. It would still work, but this spring here is a lot better. It's right there at the top. So I greased this all up, put it together, so that's ready to go. So then I ordered this used ballast resistor off of eBay there, $5, $4.95. And I've got mine in here somewhere. It'll show up one of these days, but I need something for now. And it looks pretty beat up. But I checked the ohms on it. And these ballast resistors, they come in different, there you can see that. They come in different ratings, usually 2 ohms or 4 ohms. Maybe there's a 6 ohm one, I don't know, but they have them on eBay, 2 ohm and 4 ohm ones. And that's why I wanted to see what this one is. He said it was good, and it is. It says 2.1. You can see that on there. Yeah, 2.14 ohms, 2.13, so that's good. But what I noticed, look at all the dust on here. I don't know if that's desert dust or what that is, but inside here is just packed with dirt and dust. So I'm going to pop this apart. And there's 2 little clips right here. You can take this apart and clean it, I hope. So I don't want that spring to break in there. Got the one side bent out. Can't believe it's packed solid with, I think it's just mud or dirt, I don't know. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe I can sandblast this piece too. It looks pretty rusty. Yeah, I'll clean that up. I don't know, is it supposed to be there or what? It's all coming apart. Is that supposed to be there? It's caked in there, whatever it is. I don't want to break that spring. You can see the spring in there. It's just packed solid. I'm sure that's just mud in there. Dirt. It's coming out. Just don't want to break that spring. That looks better. Amazing, it still works. This ballast resistor, I don't need this for the Boyer ignition system. I'm using two 6-volt coils. I think some guys use this if you're using the original 12-volt coils, and this is a 2-ohm resistor, so it drops it down to 6 volts. But I'm using two 6-volt coils. I don't need this. Some guys on the internet were saying you needed this. No, I don't need this. Not for the 6-volt, not with the Boyer ignition system. But I going to keep that for a spare for my original set. I'm just putting on the rubber boots on my air filter housing, and the one side of the rubber boot's got a square in it, so you got to turn that to the center so I can get the other one in there. I know this is tricky to get these the carbs on. I'm gonna try it because it's a tight fit. The carbs sit like right about here, so it's a tight fit. I'm gonna try putting these on the carb first, and then squeezing the filter in there. Put these on the carbs and then bolt the carbs on. I think. I don't know. Try it. Get in there. Looks like that. So my plan was to screw these to the carb and try to squish this out of the way and fit the filter in. I gotta try that. I don't know how else to gonna do it. Screw this one on. Yeah, I gotta bolt the carbs on. I gotta bolt the carbs on now, I'm pretty sure. I think. I don't know. Huh. Like, I think what people are saying is put this part on last. Let me try it here. Take this off here. Take this off here. Okay, put this on the carbs maybe first. There's that one. See if I can get the other one on. No, it's just gonna fall out. Nah, putting the carbs on. Putting the carbs on first. Okay, got the carbs bolted up. Got the flanges on. The boots on. My idea was to push this back as far as I can and see if I can squeeze it into there. I don't know. This is pretty fat. Huh. I really squish that back. Don't know how else I'm gonna do it. Scratch the hell out of it. But you must make it so you can change the air filter. Yeah, that's no good, eh? Got this all bolted on here. There's no easy way to get that in there. If I ever take this out again, when I change that filter, you can see all the little pointy edges on the side of that screen. I'm going to grind them off smooth on both sides. Because that's a pain. That's crazy getting that in there. I had to undo the oil tank, take this carburetor off. All my frame bolts are still loose. Loosen everything up and try to wedge it in like this. Had to take the inlets, filters, take both of them off, and I tried to get it in without it, and I scratched my cover there. Pissed me off. That's ridiculous trying to get that in there. And I thought these rubbers are supposed to sit on the end of that cup on there. And I guess they don't, because there's no way they're going on there. So that's it. It's a pretty good tight fit there anyways. Nothing's going to get sucked in, but that's just ridiculous how that goes on there. Don't like that at all. Yeah, if I ground down this thing, it would have been a lot easier to slide it in there for sure. It's a terrible fit. I don't like it at all. Okay, that job's done. And got these plastic inlets on here, which I don't like. I'm gonna change them to these aluminum ones, but the hole's too small, so I gotta drill them out. And I got one. I need one more of those. Those plastic ones, you tighten them up and they just squish, so they're useless. So I gotta find one more of these. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do for right now. Luckily I didn't bolt the Z plates and everything all on. Everything was still sitting there loose. Because I went to put to see how this was going to fit the chain guard. And this chain guard is bolted through where that chain slipper was. And I made this new one here, and I guess the bolt must have ran right through the center of the old one. I didn't know that. Took it apart 3 years ago now, so so I had to drill a hole through here. And that goes like that. Like that. So there, got a hole drilled through it. And I had a cotter pin holding that. Where am I here? Yeah. I had a cotter pin holding that Teflon piece in there. And I don't need that anymore. Just drilled a hole right through the Teflon. And that's going to hold it in. Blow that out. So it's all this little finicky stuff there at the end that's going to hold me up. I ordered the battery. Got a brand new gel battery coming. Hopefully it's in by Friday. Once I got that, I can start testing all the wiring and switches as I'm hooking it up. It's a lot easier when you got a battery in there. Hook up the brake switches, check all those wiring, make sure they work. Then the front switches and lights. And so I'm waiting for that battery to come in. That's where I'm at today.